focus on research which looks at the social, behavioural and environmental causes of health and health inequalities. And in particular, we try to understand those mechanisms, but also really to identify solutions, whether they be interventions or policies that can improve health or reduce inequalities.
Well, before I started the unit, I actually worked in the National Health Service, and that was a great grounding for actually seeing firsthand the social patterning of health and ill health. So the people with the sort of poorest people sort of carrying the highest burden really of poor health. It's still the case really that depending on where you're born actually tells you about your life chances and your likelihood of actually attaining health and then holding on to health. So that was something that really was a key driver for me, moving really from that environment into the academic environment.
I decided to come and do a PhD here at the unit because the subject matter has always been something that I've been very interested in for a long time. In a previous life I used to be a youth worker, so I worked with a lot of young people who were coming out of prison. I felt as though there was something that we could do more to support these young people, and one of the main selling points about this unit in relation to my research was that it looks to change things for people, so it's not just research for research's sake, it's research that looks to actually have a positive impact on people's lives.
I'm in the 1+3 program, and that consists of 1 year where you're doing your master's, which is a taught master's degree, so kind of a normal one where you have like classes and then dissertation. And then I go into doing a 3-year PhD, which is supervised by the same people who supervise the masters. So it's nice because you get to know them really well over that course. The unit's like set up in such a cool way in that the students are all in one area, so we can kind of talk to each other about relevant student issues more easily. And it's also open plan, so you can go and talk to everybody without feeling like you have to chap someone's door. There's a great little social area, and there's kitchens, and everyone's just super nice and welcoming.
In one of my master's modules, many of the researchers from here were lecturing, and I was getting a real taste of the huge diversity of research projects going on here. So as I got speaking to them, I saw the adverts for the research projects that were being run here, and I never thought of applying for a PhD before, but actually having contact with the supervisors of the project beforehand, talking to them a bit about it and finding that they wanted to find people to train as researchers. They weren't looking for people who knew it all already, which was good. They were looking for people who wanted to learn.
Every year there are a couple of funded opportunities that come via our core funding from the Medical Research Council and Chief Scientist's Office, and there are also funding opportunities through MVLS and other opportunities at the university.
Yes, and every PhD student is a member of a programme, and each programme has regular meetings, but in addition to that we have quite a lot of events across the unit, and we have 3 times a year we have a unit conference, and PhD students are expected to present at one of those conferences each year.
So we're all here working together in the same office, speaking to one another, presenting and challenging one another, and you get a real sense of the breadth of thinking it takes to comprehend a single topic, but also then to think about how you impact society.
When I was coming to the end of my master's, I was looking online pretty much, and I saw the PhD advertised here and applied, and here I am. Despite living in China, so having to do everything kind of remotely, I found the application process and interview process to be quite straightforward. I arranged a Skype with my now supervisors, which gave me an opportunity to talk a bit more at length about the project and what they were perhaps expecting. And then after that we had some online tests, and then I did an online interview with 2 members of staff from here and the unit director. I think this unit is a fantastic place to do your PhD, because not only do you get to work around some really renowned experts in a variety of fields, but you actually get to engage with their research as well. So every year we have a range of events, including a unit conference where you get to touch on other people's research, but you're also involved in different workstream meetings where you get to learn about their research, but also to contribute as well. So you're not just sitting in the background listening, you can actually put forward your ideas.
To do a PhD here, you don't need to be fresh out of university. You can be coming from work. I was coming from a work situation into doing a PhD. You can come from many different areas of work as well.
We have geographers, myself I'm a geographer, we also have psychologists, sociologists, statisticians, epidemiologists, we have a few clinical members of staff. So a very broad-ranging group of people coming from a wide range of disciplinary backgrounds, and most of our projects, and indeed quite a few of our PhD student topics, are quite interdisciplinary in how we take them forward.